Hey Cancer, welcome to your February 2025 monthly reading. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. You did pull this opposition card. It says confrontation. So you could definitely feel friction at this time entering into the month here. I'm trying to think what is opposing your sign, but there is nothing opposing your sign astrologically. So at this time, you could just be feeling challenged, or things are challenging. I'm definitely picking up in regards to people as well with this confrontation card. There could be disagreements that you're going through at this time, or certain things that you disagree with. You pulled this, remember love is the key. Love what you have in your life right now. Yeah, in a way, I see you confronting something here head on, Cancer. You may be at a point in your life right now where you're really either wanting to level up or you're really wanting to prove a point. Some of you definitely have a major chip on your shoulder here, and it could definitely be challenging, and I feel almost kind of triggering for you as well. And I think this is why this card came out. It says, remember love is the key. Love what you have in your life right now. That regardless of the challenges that you're going through at this time, I think there's still a lot of love to be found around you. So I'm getting here, Spirit's not wanting you to forget that here. Yeah, I really sense there's this big pressure you feel. And you may be totally discontent with your position and where you're at right now in your life. And I think it's frustrating you because you want to be in a better position. You want to be either more successful, or you want more success, or you want to be able to prove some type of point, or just be in a better position is the word that I'm really hearing that's coming through. But I got to be real. I feel like it's almost like a warning here from Spirit, like to not take for granted the things that you do have in your life right now. And I think a lot of that can be attributed to the nodes in the astrology, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But you did pull this waterfall card. It says persistence. So see, you're definitely going through quite a transformation here to where you're having to really be persistent. You're being challenged. Some of you are really challenging your weaknesses, or you're really having to confront, I don't want to say weaknesses because maybe that's not the right word, but you're really having to confront things that are holding you back here. And I think Spirit's really wanting you to be persistent with what you're doing and try to stay as disciplined as you can. It's interesting, I was going to say, with the nodes, right, with the north node that we have right now in Pisces, and then that south node being in Virgo, that can create an energy of where we can take things for granted in our life. Because Pisces energy is really about gratitude and appreciation and selflessness and love and compassion and empathy. And right now, and the reason why this is important is because in the astrology, as I'm doing this reading today, the North Node is on Neptune in Pisces. And Venus just came on top of the North Node in Pisces. And this is big because you're a water sign, and Pisces is a water sign, right? So this energy synergizes with you, and it's definitely more activating for you. And when there's contact with the North Node is Rahu. It's the dragon's mouth. It pulls you to make external change, or forces external change, or puts the pressure on you to really confront things externally going on in the reality. And Pisces, it could really bring this deep energy of and craving and desire of wanting a better idealistic reality for yourself. But Rahu can be destructive if it's taken too far, right? If the North Node energy is taken too far. It's like, yes, you want to be guided to create an ideal, better future for yourself, but you don't want to totally just, destroy everything. So I would just be aware of that here. It's like, yes, be persistent with what you're doing, because you are making leeway and progress. But also be aware of not taking things to the extremes, I really want to say. So let's pull the rest of your cards here. And it's interesting, you have the Ten of Cups here in your challenge. And the Ten of Cups is all about the ideal reality, love, happiness, right? being fulfilled emotionally and spiritually in all areas of your life. And again, it's like you want to be in that ideal position here. Well, it's interesting that you pulled the Emperor here in the future, because the Emperor is about being in that ideal position. So you're definitely making your way there here. The Emperor is being seated in your power. So I'm definitely seeing you come into really your full strength and power. And I'm going to show you the cards here in a moment. Yeah, I definitely see February as a month here to where you're really getting on top of your game here. A lot of you will be mastering and overcoming your there's a couple things. I feel maybe it is your weaknesses. You're flipping your weaknesses into strengths here. You're overcoming your inadequacies. And also you're overcoming a lot of self-doubt, possibly even a lot of fear, anxiety, worry, because there's worry about the future. And it's more so worry in a way in which you feel a pressure that you're not going to be able to create the ideal reality for yourself. But I don't think that's the case. So let's keep pulling cards here, and then we'll jump in. You pulled the Ace of Wands here. What is your advice here? You pulled the Knight of Pentacles. That would be the persistence. Right, so persistence is key for you in February, making sure that you're being persistent. Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race. You don't want to skip corners with the reality, with the ideal reality here that you're creating for yourself. Because it reminds me of the Tower in Tarot, to where faulty foundations will collapse when they're rushed or when things happen too quickly, right? And there wasn't that solid building process. So you have to really be on top of things and make sure that you're not skipping corners here, not rushing the process, because everything's right on time, right? But the illusion, let's go ahead and jump into your reading here. The illusion, right? The moon in your current energy. The moon is the illusion of time, to where based on whatever our subjectivity is, time either is speeding up, or time is going fast, or it's going slow. And so if we're dealing with challenges, time's going slow. But if things are going well, time's going fast. So I think here the moon card being in your current energy, entering into the month of February, or sort of in the beginning of February, is I almost kind of feel you like you don't want to be where you're at right now, so you're wanting things to hurry up, right? And I think there's a lot of uncertainty and fear here. But I'm also seeing you too really wanting to leap outside your comfort zone as well in February, and really get started on creating your dreams, or putting new things into motion here that you've been dreaming about doing, or that you've been envisioning doing here, Cancer. You did pull the Six of Swords here in the position of the good stuff. Well, the Six of Swords is all about getting into calmer waters and being able to transition through things and getting into a better spot, right? So it's moving in a new direction and getting out of an energy of turbulence. So if you've been dealing with turbulence or challenge, because the Six of Swords, before the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords would be the strife, conflict, the turbulence, and then the Six of Swords would be moving through that. And so this opposition energy that we pulled in the read, I think it's very much connected to last month's energy in January. Probably very challenging for you. It's like you've been having to really confront things head on. But because you've done that, that's what it's allowing you here to steer things in the right direction. You pulled the Strength card here for the overall energy. And I think that this is the overall vibe I get here for you in February. This is about reclaiming your power. This is also about you tapping into your inner strength. Mars is retrograde in your sign in Cancer. It will come direct on February 23rd. But pretty much for the whole month of February, you have Mars retrograde in your sign. So you are really trying to really hone in and harness inner strength. Because Mars is about strength and action and passion, initiation, right? But when it's retrograde, it gets turned inward. And so you're having to really dig deep, right, to get that energy, right? So strength, one thing that you're learning with this Mars retrograde in your sign is like really how strong you are. And then when Mars comes direct, it'll be sort of a breath of fresh air for you, or things will feel more easy to do. You have the Queen of Cups here in your position of your hopes and your fears. Queen of Cups is about comfort. There's nothing wrong with wanting comfort and security. And I think that's something that you're craving at this time. The Moon card being in your challenge, shit feels uncomfortable. There's possible fears, worries, anxieties, uncertainties. And so again, I think you're looking for comfort. I think that's what you're hoping for here. There's a lot of growth that you're going through. And I think that's the uncomfortable part, is that the universe is literally making you evolve. And it's challenging you here to really, to lock in here. You have the Ten of Cups here in the challenge, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles as your advice here. Yeah, this isn't your first rodeo, I'm hearing, Cancer. Like, you know how to do the work, Knight of Pentacles. It's just about doing it. Right? I think you are very tenacious. I think Pluto opposing you for the last 18 years or 16 years, however long, has taught you how to really be critically tenacious when it comes to working long and hard on your goals. And so you know how to do the work, I'm seeing here. Like, it's just more so, it's just you just got, it's those little things that you just have to do. But like, once you do it, you gain momentum. So the Knight of Pentacles, your advice is for you to gain momentum here. Focus on momentum. You have the Emperor here in the future position. I definitely see you coming into an energy of power, or being in your power, being in your strength here. It's almost, I'm seeing you, Cancer, almost feeling like you're going to be dethroned or something like that, but I don't get that at all. I think you're coming back stronger than ever before. And the Knight of Pentacles is repetition is the mother of skill, right? That's what the Knight of Pentacles is. So it's like the reps, right? Having to be persistent. You did pull the Knight of Wands here in the outcome position. Also, the Emperor is very symbolic of achievement and success here. And with the Knight of Pentacles, things that you are being persistent with will pay off here with the Emperor. And the Emperor, it all boils down to how you self-govern yourself. Being able to make your own rules and stick to them. So for instance, if you have a goal or a plan, you come up with that goal, that plan, that manifesto, and you govern yourself in a way in which you'll be able to accomplish those things. So it all comes down to self-control. Well, the Knight of Wands being here in the outcome, I think this is some type of passionate victory here for you at the end of the month. That Knight of Wands, like I said, Mars will come direct in your sign at the end of the month, and that's that Knight of Wands. Mars retrograde would be the Knight of Wands reverse, right? In and out, cold and hot. One moment you have energy, next moment you don't. You're struggling one moment, you're not struggling the other. But when Mars comes direct, you'll find that consistent energy, because Mars is energy, right? And that's that Knight of Wands here, which will allow you here to leap into new things and really get the ball rolling here. You have the Ace of Wands here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Ace of Wands is in your case, I get here that the Ace of Wands is, it's almost, I'm hearing the word fickleness, because that's what the Ace of Wands is. It's almost like a flame. It's like having to keep that flame going here with what you're doing, and that's laying the wood on the fire, right? That's kindling the fire, like keeping the engine going here. Let's clarify your read. Clarify the Six of Swords here. Whoop. Clarify the Six of Swords in the position of the good stuff here. You have the King of Swords. Well, one thing I see in February that's a good thing is King of Swords is all about being able to stick to your goals with concentration and focus, and being able to steer the ship in the right direction. So King of Swords, Six of Swords is the power of the mind, and you being able to really use the power of your mind to steer things in a positive direction. Also, your voice is going to be very powerful in the month of February, so I would definitely use your voice here. Clarify the Strength card for the overall energy. You have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Swords is the prison of the mind. It's where we can feel overwhelmed. It's almost like there's so many things that we're thinking about that we get overwhelmed by. And it's more so the mind that is creating the illusions, the moon card being in your current energy, telling you why you won't be able to do something, or it's causing self-doubt or making you be too critical on yourself here. And so really what I'm seeing here is you being able to unshackle yourself from the prison of your mind here and being able to be free. It's almost like some of you, I see you really waking up here. The moon card is when you're not seeing everything clearly yet, but I think in February it's like you're waking up here. Clarify the Queen of Cups. That is a side message as well. That's a side message. Clarify the Queen of Cups and your hopes. You have the Hierophant here. Yep, and the Hierophant is support. I think what you're hoping for in February is support. Finding the right support systems, creating the right support systems, right, that you can rely on. Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, that will provide you with, that will give you faith, give you confidence. There's a song by Tupac called Old School. I don't know why that's coming through, so maybe that resonates with you. It's been a while since I've heard it, so it's not in my mental Rolodex of songs that I've been listening to. But it is a good song. I love that song. Clarify the moon card in your current energy. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. Some of you are kind of feeling uncertain whether or not your hard work will pay off. Eight of Pentacles is actually the card of persistence, because when you get to the Nine of Pentacles, it's, the rewards from the persistence. And I think you're just hoping that your hard work and what you're doing and what you're working on will pay off here for you. And the moon card, you're definitely in a period of uncertainty. There's only so much to go off of that is giving you certainty about the future and what you're doing. But the Knight of Pentacles says stay grounded and make sure that you're just staying on and just keep, it's like putting your head down and working. And don't get distracted. The moon card can be where you want to escape, or where you start to really get in the mind and it starts to tell you why you're not good enough and all that shit. So clarify the Ten of Cups. You have the Devil card here in your challenge. Yeah, and I would say this Devil card is, I'm gonna be real, I think it's like, of course, the Devil card is when you're driven materially. And what I mean by that is like you have goals and stuff you want to accomplish. You want your reality to look a certain way. That's what the Devil is with the Ten of Cups. But yeah, I feel like you're hoping that it will all click into place. Like you'll be able to really spiritually integrate. You'll be able to have both. You'll be able to have the material world that you always dreamed of, but also it being spiritually connected. And some of you, I'll be real too, the Devil card, Ten of Cups, and the challenge in February could be toxic family, right? So I see it. And it's not even necessarily that. It's not even necessarily that it's like this huge bad thing, but I do see in February, this is you possibly really wanting to not be around that energy. It may not make sense right now. You come back and let me know. What's going on in your fourth house? Libra. What's going on in Libra? Nothing's going on in Libra. I don't know. Wait, Libra? Yeah, it is Libra. Clarify the Emperor here in the future. Yeah, the Lovers here. Man. The Emperor and the Lovers. The Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor would be self-mastery. So you are really going to be self-mastering either your craft, something that you're working on, or yourself, or just something that you're interested in. And the Lovers, this is going to be something that you really feel truly connected to with the Lovers. It's something that whenever you do it, you feel whole. right? You don't feel like there's anything missing. It's like you feel like you're on, like you feel like this is what you were born to do. Oh hush. Did y'all hear my dog? Also too, love looks good. Lovers in the Emperor here. I see a lot of you getting control over your love life, especially if things have been unstable or unstable. Clarify the Knight of Wands in the outcome. You have the Sun card, yeah, and this is freedom and liberation. And also just the Sun is vitality. I see you having so much energy here, Cancer, and by the end of February, or going into the middle end of February here. Also too, there could be trips for you, vacations for you. Some of you may see your father here, or see a father figure or something like that in the month of February. There could be like a reunion with the Lovers in the Emperor here. And that Knight of Wands Sun card could be like a vacation, travels as well, is what I'm seeing for you in February. But just when it comes to you, Knight of Wands, the Sun card is being free, not feeling stuck anymore, right? Being able to do what it is that you want, not having the weight of some type of uncertainty and fear weighing on your back about what you're doing and whether or not it's going to pay off. I definitely see it paying off here. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles as your advice. You pulled the Seven of Wands. Yeah, Seven of Wands says stand up and fight for what it is that you believe in. And you may have to be a little bit stubborn, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. And when I say stubborn, I don't mean that. I don't think stubborn is necessarily a bad thing all the time. I think sometimes you should be stubborn to where you should really hold firm in your value and not waver or budge, right? And believe in yourself, right? Seven of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. And by you doing that, this is what's really going to allow for you to really get into a position of power here with the Emperor and the Lovers. And not only that, just really finding a really deep merging with some type of purpose here that's going to feel very transcendental, especially with the Sun and the Lovers here. Also, a lot of you are leaders and guides, and you know, the Emperor and the Lovers is about setting the tone, setting the example, and by you actually doing that, I see you gaining either influence or power, or gaining followers, or gaining recognition. So, in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of is the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands here. Yeah, I would also say to have fun and play. I think that Knight of Wands Sun card is symbolic of play. So I see you having a good time, but the Ace of Wands, Page of Wands says anything that I think is good to like to shake some things up and make sure that you're having fun, because a lot of all y'all do is like work. Eight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Challenge. You know, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, like go do something fun, spontaneous, or do something that you've been wanting to do, right? That's fun for you. I see some type of trip for y'all in February. You could either be traveling, or maybe it's not even long distance travels or anything like that. It could just literally be that maybe you're doing something new. It's something that you wouldn't expect yourself to be doing. All right, so that's what I got for you, Cancer, in your read. I'm gonna leave the reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. If you're newer to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Also hit the notification bell as well. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise, than that, Cancer, I am wishing you the best, and I will see you in your next video.